Hello and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today we made it to 15,322. I think we've actually been on this two days now. Mostly because the 15,302 pattern was just awful for King's Row. It took forever. That said, we do have plenty to get to. And first, though, we're going to look at the nicely renovated Sky Castle. Now, they are adding another level to this. We will get that in the 1.3.2 patch. But we're here for the dragon, so let's get started. And yes, I rolled over 5 for the dragon. I remembered this time. And if you're wondering, yes, you can roll over your expedition tickets. You can also roll over your portal tickets. This is actually a question I get asked more frequently than I thought I would. I do have separate videos on both of those. It is actually episode 211, I believe, where I roll over the expedition tickets. Oh, very nice. And I have a separate video called Roll Over Portal Tickets about how to roll those over in case you're curious. And again, we're here mostly for Shining Scrolls and the Weapon Stones and the Shining Weapon Stones, of course. I still need to give StormX some feedback because they need to really fix the Archer upgrade system. The issue is that the animation it just slows down the process too much once you get to +9 or higher, and we definitely need to get them to fix that. I hope we can all stand united on getting an option to skip the animation, much like we skipped the current animation for the hero summons. That said, this is really mostly uneventful with the expedition tonight. And I will say that hopefully things will be getting back to normal soon. I have an appointment tomorrow to investigate the state of my internet, so we'll see how that goes. And from there, there's still some additional changes I need to make. I'll probably post something in the community section, but I'm hoping that the internet issue is resolved. It seems like it's better now. They've been doing work in the area twice since I had the initial lightning strike, so we will find out tomorrow how much damage has been done. That said, we're almost done with our expeditions, and if you did notice, I had 19 portal tickets, and that's because I did try to push. I'm like, oh, let me push one. Yeah, let me tell you how that went. It got to Berserk 3. I believe I had defeated everything, and we'll look at the damage. I know a lot of people like to see the damage, just to see how crazy these stages get. But if I remember correctly, we had defeated everything, absolutely everything. Oh, very nice. Up until it went Berserk 3. We had defeated all the little... I'm sorry, I misspoke. When I say everything, I'll have to actually, we'll go there and I'll point out what I mean by everything. Because I didn't kill everything, or I wouldn't have gotten to Berserk 3. But I killed all the monsters that were hitting the castle directly, like all the mini. We'll just go look in a second here, and I'll explain it, because it's easier to see with the formation. Alright, here we are. So this is 104, this is the one I beat. So we had beat all the dogs, we had beat all the archers. The only thing that was left was the ballistas. And this time, I had enough, I guess, healing from Sophia to withstand the barrage of ballistas on the castle. I wish I timed how long it took, because I swear the battle must have gone on for over an hour at that point. And I did eventually win. It was once I killed one of the ballistas. And then my castle was basically full health most of the time, but I knew once I killed one of the ballistas, just the fact that I could reduce their damage output by that much, that meant that I would win eventually. It was just a war of attrition at that point. They were not going to defeat my castle, and as long as I slowly killed them one by one, I mean, I think with just these, we were in stasis, where they simply could not do enough damage to kill my castle, and I could eventually kill them because they don't heal. It was a rather awful stalemate, I will say that, though. I mean, eventually, it wasn't really a stalemate because I eventually overcame them, but I mean, you know what I mean. It took an awfully long time to get to the end. And that's why I just don't push anymore. That's not where I wanted to go. It's just not... I'll wait until I get the next castle. I'm hoping that the stats of the next castle are very good. I'm hoping it's Sky Castle 4. And we're going to go look at this in a second. Again, oh, we got a shining armor stone. Two, okay. Sorry, I was thinking about the Sky Castle. So as you can see, we got 4%. Oh, it was 4% of 0.4% for the archers and 4% for the warriors and 60% for the support. This one was 3% and 2%? I think 0.3% and 2%. Strange. Okay, so the archers... Okay, so this was 1% and... 0.5? No. No. No, 0.2. This was 0.2 and 1%. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. I want to use this one. 0.2 and 1%. 0.3 and 2%. And 0.4 and 4%. Interesting. So the warriors doubled the whole time. The archers did not double. The archers went up by 1.5? No, not even 1.5. Well, this was 1.5, and then this was 1 1/3, and then it would be what, 1 1/4? So we get another 9%. Oh, I get okay. Trying to make it complicated, it just goes up plus 9% each time. So I would expect, if we continue this pattern, 45% for the archers and 720% for the warriors. That seems like it's probably not going to happen. I don't know, because the warriors, see, they doubled every time. That's probably not sustainable. I can't see them continuing to double the warriors, because the warriors already do a lot of damage. I would expect 540% and 60% for the supporters attack, and I'm hoping we get a extra warrior slot. I would really like to see that. That's what I'm kind of thinking, because then of course I just throw Roderick in and I wouldn't have to change my team very much. Anyways, that's enough speculation for this video. Let's look at my helmets. You know, I probably should do, like, I don't know, 42. Okay, we're almost halfway. Yeah, I need to... Oh, I hate those. Alright, Harold, can we throw some gear on you? Oh, jeez, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, the fact that I'm cherry-picking levels like this only makes it worse. That said, I believe we've done everything, but I need to put 5 levels on somebody. Actually, I can level somebody up now. Alright, I'm working on you. Alright, he's 6,500. Who is next? The Viking chick. Okay, and we're just going to continue that. I did actually go through and get everybody up to at least 1,000. I've heard good... What is Blake? Crit chance? Oh, crit chance. Oh, never mind. Not as good as Daniel. Okay. Alright, we're going to roll with this and see what happens. And let's put some levels into the castle. I just don't remember where we left off last night. Or yesterday. Whoops, I didn't mean to spend all my gold. Damn it. I got carried away. The problem is I do need some gold for... Because we need to do... if we have time, we need to do some rune seals. Alright, so I haven't started Ice Mine, which means... Okay. I'm mixing it up because in my other account... Okay, I'm on Flame Fortress. Okay. Well, we're going to start with the easy ones, because... Let me save Lucas. Put Ellie in. I don't know how strong I am. I know for a fact I can't push Lightning anymore. I can only use my strongest team at Lightning. And I can't remember if they won last time. I mean, it's getting to the point where it's becoming very difficult to win at Lightning. Now, what a lot of people are actually doing is they're farming old stages, and I think that is a viable strategy. But I'm kind of at the point where I want to push... I'd rather, especially when we're getting lower rewards, I'd rather push the other ones. And there's a reason for that. Okay, that's 4, and then 6, 5, 6 down here. The reason for that is there is a reason. Don't worry. The reason I want to push the other ones is because as we get more rewards, and I know for example today I'm going to get 2 rewards from each one. It makes more sense to have spent the less rewarding battles on pushing the other ones further, and then you can use your more rewarding ones on actually farming materials. I don't think it's going to really matter that much in the long run, but that's the strategy I'm rolling with now. I actually don't know if I have enough to get to 3-star. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many wins it takes to get to 3 rewards. So that's something I just don't know. You know, I also realized I forgot to check and see how much space I had. Okay, Diego, you need to pick the boss up. He's hitting the castle. Really? Really, are we actually hitting a wall here with my crappy characters? I mean, I'm kind of surprised because Carlos should be able to keep the barbarian... Okay, never mind, the archers found him. I was going to say, Carlos should be able to keep the barbarians up so the boss will always be entertained by one of the little barbarian dudes. I mean, I'm not expecting great damage from, you know, the warriors or anything, but they should at least... Oh, I bet he's killing them. Well, at least before the archers got on him, I bet he was killing them. That's what it was. Yeah, I have a gear deficit. It's really annoying. It's really annoying, I'll tell you that. Okay, wait, did he... oh, no, okay, there's Diego. Alright, so it is starting to get a bit tougher. How close are we close to... No, we're not close to ranking up. This might be a problem, because I might have to switch... Now, I know Xavier has gear equipped, so this is going to be easier. Oh. I ran out of artifact space. I didn't even realize that. Whoops. Alright, shit. So our best ring is 3-star. No, 4-star. Christian has it. Okay. You can get a 2-star ring. You can have a 1-star. Okay, we only have... Okay, so those are worthless. Alright, medallions. You can have this. You can have... Where are you? No. There you are, Daniel. You can have this. It's because Daniel has such high attack. And yeah, I know, I haven't leveled anything up, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know the real strength comes from leveling things, alright, so... Up Herald, you can have one. Okay. Yep, you can have one. You can have one. You can have one, Diego. Just want to get everybody something before I start just upgrading them. Mostly because we use everybody now. If we didn't use everybody, I wouldn't care. But now that we actually... Everybody has a role, everybody needs gear. Alright, so... I should have started with books, because everybody gets a book. Sadly, this isn't in... Okay, Sophia doesn't get a book. This isn't in the priority order. Like, for example, you need the best book, followed by Austin. Followed by... I want to say Daniel. Daniel, you get a 3-star book. And then Hildy. Alright, we have a lot of 3-star books. No, you can stick with your 1-star book for now. Alright, who else gets a 3-star book? I guess, Camila, you get it. Okay, now we're down to 2-star books. Brian and Evan and Gabriel and Luke. Vincent, Harold. Yeah, it looks like everybody's gonna get a 1-star book. Then the problem is you're gonna see what the next problem we're gonna run into is. Alright, well, we have lots of 1-star books. Everybody can have one. Oh, except for Blake. Blake gets a 5-star book, and so do you, Miguel. And again, I know it's not really effective, but I mean, this is effectively cheap storage at this point. Where I can store, like, decent things, and then just focus on getting rid of the crappiest stuff. Okay. Now we go to rings. Alright, so we really don't have any new rings. Okay. Alright, so then let's go to Christian. We're going to feed Christian, since he has the best stuff. We're going to feed his stuff first. Actually, wait, do I have any of the... No, I don't have any shards. We need to just pick... Yeah, that's fine. We get 2,000 shards, okay. And now we're going to feed his ring first. And again, we're only going to be able to level it up to level 3, because we need 3 of the same ring to ascend, and etc., etc. Watch, like, I can't feed it any more than... Yeah, I have to, because I have to do the next thing, so. Out of the idea of feeding a lot of people's things, we're going to just do that, get him to level 3. And then to do the awakening, we need three other rings, and then we have to hope it rolls something good, because it could roll something crap for the awakening effect. In which case, I don't know what I'll do. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Get your book back on there. We need to feed your book. We need to feed your books. Yeah, you got a hungry book. I get it. And again, we're only going up to level 3. Then I guess we'll feed Sophia. She has the 3-star ring. And okay, her ring is just not as hungry. So what a lot of people have been doing is they've been feeding their... Oh, okay, you need to get fed too, huh? They've been focusing on getting 2-star green rings and feeding them. I don't know if I'm just that much ahead or what, that I'm getting 4-star rings. I really don't know. I haven't really experimented with this system because I don't know how I'm going to feed it. Okay, we have space. The important thing is now we have space. At least it does prompt you when you're out of space, because on my alt account I was like, oh, I was actually paid more attention when I did it earlier today. My alt account actually is getting to the point, kind of like what we're seeing here a little bit, where advancement has been kind of stifling. And the interesting thing is I wanted to try Lucas, because it really seems like his ability is not affected by the crowd control stuff. At least it seems that way. It's hard for me to tell. I like how Randolph, he ran like, I don't even know where he came from. Ryan's almost off the screen. It is interesting because you can see the pushback from the castle. Wow, we're actually getting our castle's getting its butt kicked. Jeez, am I gonna have to start? I'm guessing I'm gonna have to start working on the ice one after this, because this is just, yeah. Now again, like I said, a lot of people are repeating the stages, and don't get me wrong, that's to me a viable strategy. But I would rather push everything further. Oh man, we might lose this. I really wish it would just let you use, like, Kind of like how it doesn't affect your formation. Like if it just let you equip gear from the pool, and then when you were done, it unequipped them. You know, if they didn't have any gear equipped, it just let you equip them. You know, there should be some better way of handling the gear. Is what I'm really getting at. I need to write them about that. Again, it's not going to affect me for too much longer because I'm working on getting, you know, a full set of Mythic 3 gear for everybody. But I'm not there yet. Okay, I think we finally. Wow, that's kind of surprising. Yeah, now you can see that it's really good work because now everything's pushed off the stage. That actually worked out okay, Lucas. Lucas doing his thing. I will say this does make me look at different hero combinations like Lucas, especially Lucas, because Lucas, I just wrote. If you've been watching the channel, you know I just wrote Lucas off as like a lost fucking cause. Like I really thought he'd never be good again because of this cooldown. As you can see, if you can crowd control the guys while he's doing his pushback, he does have a use. I doubt I'd use him in my main team, but it was interesting. And it's weird because it doesn't seem like he's affected by the crowd control nerf. I could be wrong, but it seems that way. And I'm going to go with my feeling over my thoughts, over facts, sorry. Mostly because I don't have access to a good set of facts for this game. That's part of the problem with a lot of this stuff. Like I posted my hero recommendations on Reddit, and people were like, "We don't want to hear this. What's the mathematical best team?" And I'm like, "Dude, they're like So first off, I take issue with what's the mathematical best team for this game, because not everybody is going to. Well, that went a lot better. And I'll explain why. The biggest issue I have with that statement is it assumes that everybody has access to all the heroes, which we both know is just not likely, you know? You're not likely to have every hero at Mythic 5, so you can just choose the best team. I mean, Total War is I will say this, I give them kudos for Total War for making up a game mode that makes all the heroes good in their own way, by forcing you to think outside of the box of how you use them. I do agree that it is a bit too grindy. It is, especially when we're gonna get 10. I mean, they really need to. I hope they figure out the sweep, because with 10 resurrections, it's gonna be taking way too. I mean, imagine having to do. Wait, no, we're not going here. We're gonna try. I think we're over here now. Yeah, we got the Lightning Hole 8. And I don't know if we'll actually be able to do it. If we can't do it, well, this will be pretty simple. We'll just focus on the Flame Fortress for now. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Already that guy has too much health. And see, here's my problem. With being limited to 4 heroes, I almost... Oh, this is bad. This is terrible. Yeah, I think we're gonna... I don't know. I don't know that we're gonna lose, but it's not looking good. Is this the end? Unless I push, you know, unless I use more heroes. Probably, but we're probably gonna have to hit Berserk 1 to find out. Maybe not. I mean, that's pretty bad. The fact that none of the warriors picked up the boss is a big problem. The fact that Daniel and Brian are attacking the same thing with a bunch of other people, and it's 75% health remaining, that's also a big problem. I don't think we're going to beat this. And again, I don't want to dedicate more resources to pushing this without figuring out what the sweep functionality is. Doesn't make sense. So it looks like this is going to be a slow-ish loss. I mean, we'll give it our best shot. Who knows? Anything could happen, but I don't foresee us winning this. This is like the opposite of what happened with my Portal battle, because you can see that Sophie is clearly slowly losing this fight, even with all the buffs we've given her. I should just call it, but we'll wait until I see the victory screen of loss. The victory screen of loss. You know what I mean? The game over screen, and it's about to happen. So damn, Lightning Hall 8 has soundly defeated me. I want to see what stage equivalent. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's the victory screen of defeat. There you go. So what is that? That's 16. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Well, I guess we'll just keep on the Flame Fortress then. That does mean, like, I'll be splitting, since we're focusing on the Flame Fortress now, I'll be splitting things up a little bit. Because clearly we can't advance the Lightning Fortress anymore. Now again, I'm sure I'm going to have critics of this strategy in the comments, because, and don't get me wrong, I do understand where people are coming from, where they're, you know, they feel like we should focus on making a bunch of artifacts and powering them up to move faster, and I'm really more focused on just pushing the different, the 4 different elements, personally. There'll be plenty of time for us to sit there and farm artifacts. I guarantee you that. Alright, so now we're going to again do the same-ish. No, not Lucas. Ellie, Logan, and, yep, Mason. Not Mason, but we'll throw Hildy in there with this guy. So Hildy's going to basically carry for this one. So we'll mix things up a little bit. This is what I had to start doing this on my alt account too. Like, basically, we got to a point where my main team could no longer push anymore, and then, okay, the main team can't push anymore. How can I sort of mix things up so that my weaker teams, like, you know, Logan's team here, that really can't do anything, so that they can advance? And this is actually going really bad. Like, really, really bad. Oh, Jackson. Jackson just ate it. Yeah, I guess Hildy's not going to be enough. Okay, we're going to send these guys down. We're going to have to go to the Frost Fortress then. And again, like I said, I'm more concerned with pushing the 4 elements than focusing and min-maxing in one element. Partially because, like, this already takes a lot of time. I don't know if you have had the same experience as I have, but this Total War is very resource intensive, time intensive. Not resource, time intensive right now. And I'm just, there we go. I'm not looking to replicate that. And I also do think there's value. This one I think has very limited value. Or this is really, I think, for Sophie only, honestly. And I don't even know if it works with Sophia's heal. But we're gonna pretend it does, and then find out if it does or doesn't, and then if it doesn't, then wow, this was a waste. But I mean, on the other hand, I still would want to push this anyways. Just to have access in case it becomes better, you know. I just don't see the orb. You know, if they don't make the orb better, it's just never going to compete. Yep, everybody's patiently waiting for something. Oh, Lucas deleted everything. I was like, what are we waiting for? Oh, Lucas, he just did his attack and he deleted the whole screen because it's such a low level. Yeah, I might have made a mistake. I might have overdone this one. It's fine. Again, I don't think we're going to be able to push the Flame Fortress that much more. I'm kind of surprised how quickly we got beat with the Flame Fortress. It seemed like we lasted longer on Lightning, but it's also hard to say. Alright, back to the Flame Fortress. I probably overdid it. Wait. Alright, we started at 65. We did 6. We've done 10. Okay, yeah, we have 2 left. Huh. I must have used more of my better team, more of my good teams than I thought. Yeah, well. What can you do? What can you do? Yeah, these two should at least be equipped to fight this. Okay, they at least picked the boss up. And again, you can kind of see the archers actually doing enough damage here. Oh, because they have Gabriel, that's why. I was like, wait a second. The archers were carrying, why did we have a problem here? Oh, Gabriel got it. And yes, if I was trying to maximize performance, I'd be switching everybody's gear constantly. I just... it doesn't appeal to me. I just don't want to metagame it that hard. And of course we got the super team left over. I probably could have done a few more levels than that, so I'll split things up a little better next time. Again, I'm not super concerned, because we're going to have to progress all the modes eventually. I can't imagine that they're going to make it so, oh, nobody does frost or poison, we're just going to neglect those. I think they're going to change that. Maybe I'm wrong, and you can ridicule me for my naive expectations in the comments. How about that? I just think it's bad game design where you would just completely neglect two of the 4 elements. Don't get me wrong, I understand that there will always be a meta, there will always be a best. But that doesn't mean that they can't look at this and say, oh, this is underperforming, maybe it needs to be doubled or tripled, or the power needs to be different somehow. Right now it's doubled. They could easily come back and say, okay, nobody's using this. What if we double it again, or quintuple it, or there's no limit. I really dislike that screen. Okay, we're gonna again. I need to make sure we use only. I'm gonna try only doing 2, my 2 worst teams. I'll never get tired of Lucas just like flattened him. That will just never get old. And yes, we could have much better success if everybody had gear, and I'm not interested. This game mode to me already takes up enough time. And again, it's not like we're gonna we're gonna be doing this for a long time, so I don't see the need. It's not like I just don't see the need to rush and Superman max it at this stage of the game. Okay, this might be tough. I mean, the archers are doing okay. It could have also been the wave, because the monsters are different, so the dogs are the worst, because you can't aggro them. Also, Xavier does put a lot more troops on the field. Okay, there goes Ryan. Okay, he's picking things up. Good. And we also have Aisha to keep the warriors alive, even though they don't have much. We're still losing, though. Well, we're not losing, but Castle is taking a lot of damage. I might need to switch up the warriors, put, like, Hildy in here. Yeah, it looks like... Okay, we're going to take 2 good warriors with this team. I wish it would remember the team. I wish it would take you back here and just let you rebuild your team. We're going to take Marion, and this time we're going to take Raven and Hildy. Both of those 2 have gears. Alright, so let's see if we do a little bit better this time. And also Marion. The only one that doesn't is Aisha. Doesn't matter, her gear doesn't affect her heal anyways. Yeah, Raven's at least doing her job of poisoning everything. And of course the Viking chick is doing her job of just aggroing everything in sight. We still do have a lot of things. Okay. Okay, Hildy moved. She didn't move south enough. If she moved a little further south on the screen, or towards the bottom, she'd be able to pick up a lot. Damn, are they gonna get... Damn it. Yep, that wasn't enough. Again, I wish it just would reset you back with the team you picked, so... We can't use any more supports, but I could do... And... Alright, let's see. Wait, let's see. We'll use Vincent... No, Roderick. Yeah. If this doesn't do it, then I'm gonna have to downrank. But this is what I mean. Now, a lot of people would just downrank them in the Lightning and keep farming Lightning. But like I said, I want to make progress on all the elements because, you know, even though I don't see Poison as being particularly that valuable, I still want to have progress on everything. Okay, so now we're gonna see if these three. These are actually the 3 warriors I use in my farm team. That's why they have gear on. I honestly got tired of swapping gear, and I finally had 3 pairs of Mythic 3 gear, or no, 4. I have 3 pairs of Mythic 3 gear, 1 pair of Mythic 2 gear, and one pair of Mythic 1-star gear. And I was like, you know what? That's good enough for the farm team. Oh, Roderick came down, aggroed everything, ran away, ran somewhere else. Roderick is just all over the house. I think we're fine now, because I think we have enough coverage. It's really different when you don't have Sophie every time, because Sophie would have just healed through this. Instead, we had to use 3 warriors. It's also different using 2 warriors, because they just don't have the coverage. Like, look at how much stuff Vincent's picked up. Now, one of the things I really wish, and you know what, I just realized I forgot to show us the DPS meters for... We'll have to go back after this. I forgot to show you the Portal DPS meters. We'll go back after this. Damn it. And again, this mode will be so much easier once everybody has like a baseline set of gear. I sort of wish, honestly, at this point that I had... I don't really... I'll take that back, but if I had bought the Sky Castle, I would have pushed a lot earlier, and I would have had tons of gear. You know, I say that, but I wouldn't have known how this mode worked, and I might have just made a bunch of 5-star gear. 5-star Mythic gear. And I could be in the same position now, except I'd be stuck at 53, you know, 15, 385, and just been like, well, I can't do anything. I can't advance. I don't... Or at least I'm not gonna advance. So very difficult to say if it would have been better or worse. Because I could easily have just been making a bunch of 5-star Mythic sets of gear and not leaving them, you know, loose. Okay, now we hit our silver rank up. This is important because now we're getting double drops. And... We're gonna take some heavy hitters here. I didn't expect to have trouble in the 5,000s like this. I really didn't. Yeah, Harold's kind of useless. He's just a body. Okay, Brian got the boss. Look at Brian dodge. Boss cannot hit Brian. And then it's funny seeing Daniel just dart all over the field, kill something, dart to the next thing, kill something, dart to the next thing. Just look at him go. Just look at Daniel. Watch him go around the field. Just one thing to the next thing to the next thing to the next thing. Okay, they almost got this guy. Yeah, this team was OP. Oh, jeez. I have to get used to clicking down there now. Okay, so this is going to be you, Oh, I didn't use Camilla. Well, that's fine. Hopefully with Gabriel this will be enough to overcome. It's going to be interesting. We don't have a lot of frontliners left. So we're really dependent on Gabriel's buff for the archers to kill stuff at this level. Oh, uh-oh. Warrior down. Both warriors down. Alright, well, we're probably gonna have to use a different set of warriors for this. Yep. Okay, so you... damn it! You... And we're gonna have to take you, and we're gonna leave you guys with it, because they will at least have Sophia. Worst case scenario is, if that Sophia is not enough, we'll have to give them some gear or something. What can I say? I hate this system. Honestly, what I think the easiest solution would be, if they don't have gear equipped, just auto equip from the pool of gear and use that. So that like they would if I drop well, everybody here has gear, but just pretend that Julian didn't have a set of gear. If I dropped him in, it would say, okay, equip, just auto equip him from the best gear in the pool. That's all you need to do. Jeez. This is getting serious. Oh, it's the dogs. I didn't realize we had the dogs. That's why. Dogs make everything worse. I should have realized, but I'm realizing now. Oh, it's gonna be close too, isn't it? Closer than I want it to be. Okay, the archers are on the two over there. Okay, one of them's down. Okay, there's two guys still hitting the castle. Okay, Camilla's on. Okay, the archers are on him. Okay. Okay, Julian's on him too. A very close victory. Oh wait, we completed this. Yep. I believe we're on to... Ooh. And this is where it starts taking a while, because you set up a group, you think your group's going to succeed, they don't succeed, you then have to, muscle things around, get them to succeed. Now I'm going to tell you, these warriors are going to be in trouble, because just look at Leonidas. All his dodge without anything equipped is just not enough. Same thing with Ryan. Ryan has a bunch of dodge too, and you can already see Randolph getting melted. However, we might have enough umph in the castle. I also need to check what the difficulty of this is, because that might determine some things too. Okay, all the warriors have successfully been deleted at this point by the enemies, so it's all on Sophia's shoulders now. That said, we're probably in a good place because one of the archers has already found the boss to freeze him. All the other guys are just getting picked off. It's going to take a long time for the boss to get near the castle, so we have time. And Christian's actually doing a pretty good job of getting the minions cleaned up. Okay. Alright, we're looking much better. Oh, Christian's actually on the boss already. That's both good and bad. We're kind of watching the archers pick things off as in the meantime. Yeah, you really learn how dependent your archers are on stuff. You can even see Sophia kill things. That's the most surprising thing to me. Sophia is actually killing stuff. Yep, the archers are mopping things up. Sophie is on the boss. She's going to teach him, and she taught him. And so that worked out. In 2 books, okay. Okay, we have to recover. But yep, we're going to spend some time in Ice Mine 1 because... No, not Lucas. I think we're just not, as you saw, like, we're struggling to get further. And it seems to be a pretty big struggle. Yeah, and that's just straight up food for somebody's stuff. And again, I know I'm sure my strategy is suboptimal for pushing one thing. I just don't see that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I see that as entertaining, or to sit there and push one and all that. But you still got all these other elements to go through. And I'm assuming this is why they had to use all your heroes, because they knew you're going to get to a point where you can't advance anymore, and you're going to come back with your weak heroes and just push through stuff like this, and that's just how it's going to be. I mean, it makes complete sense on why you're forced to use every hero, and why there's 4 paths of progression, because it's basically like at some point, some of your heroes are just not going to be strong enough to progress a certain path. So you're going to have to come down here and do one of the other paths. That said, a lot of people are repeating old stages, which is also viable. I want to see how the sweep works. That's really kind of what I'm looking... Oh, okay. That's kind of my big thing, is I want to see how does sweeping work. That's way more interesting to me than any of this. Because, obviously, like, you can already see, like, my videos have gotten longer because of this mode. It's definitely taking more time. And there we go. Open all, open all. Now, I don't know if I could have pushed with this, but again, I just... The big thing with losing is not losing, it's the time you spent losing. I think I've pushed the Flame Fortress enough where I'd rather just go in with a good team and just make sure I win versus trying to win. Now we're here. Yep. Yeah, because we're at 12,000. Because I still have to do runes after this, believe it or not. Yeah, you can kind of see the big difference in how much health everything has. But that makes sense. This was where I could do King's Ruins pretty quick. And pretty quick is sort of relative. So, I'm very curious how sweeping is going to work. I hope it isn't a token-based system like Ruins. Like King's Ruins. Because that's just going to end up being awful. I feel like King's Ruins should have some kind of additional progression system, especially when you don't advance the stage because it's based on, what stage you're on. I feel like there should be some way to be able, like, if you beat a certain stage like 5 times, it's like free to sweep, I mean, they need to speed it up somehow. And that to me, now, don't get me wrong, they will be speeding it up by giving us the Sky Castle 4. Assuming that's as powerful as the previous sky castles we looked at. I mean, you know, assuming the power curve follows. That should give us enough of a boost to hopefully make my King's Ruins a lot more manageable. But still, like, it's interesting. I'm kind of disappointed, too, because I would have liked to get some... Like, the Sky Castle renovation system, if that's what they're leaning... Okay, very nice. Yep, open all, open all, open all. Alright, we're done here. Okay, let's see. So we have 150 victories to get to gold. Wow. We get a 4th recovery. Alright, that's and 90. Okay, well, that's a big upgrade. But 150, and we're doing 25 a day. So is this right? We were at 65 yesterday. Yes. So 25 a day, we're going to be, this is about 6 days away. A little less. No, we'll hit it on the 6th day. So. Alright, now I want to show you the portal damage because I forgot to show the damage meters earlier. And see, 18 trillion? That doesn't seem like... Oh, it's because this is the support one. Support does less damage. That's why this one sucks. Oh, archers. Oh. Yeah. Austin did terrible. I'm not surprised. It's not really an AoE stage. It's mostly single target. So that's why Daniel's really up there. Because Daniel can just lock on a target and just beat it. I wish Gabriel had better stats. He would do a lot better. Like, let's just look at Gabriel. Instead of accuracy and crit chance, I wish this was attack speed and crit damage. I really do. Because then he'd be on par with Daniel. Where's Daniel? 150 attack speed and 1500 crit damage. What did they nerf our girl to? 80. Yeah, that's a big nerf for her, poor thing. That said, once again, thank you for watching. Wait, no, shoot. I forgot runes. Runes. I almost forgot runes. Let's put it that way. And we are on, okay, 5-star blue. Alright, well that's good because there's probably... Oh, wow, I have so many summons. Well, it's not going to be that many once... Alright, let's see. 28. Alright, let's see. That seems like a good number. Nope. Okay, +7. I'm already out. I got the +7. Ah, jeez. It looks like a lot of rune seals until you start enhancing, and then you're like, oh, done in... Yep. Alright. I thought this was gonna... Are you kidding me? Come on! I thought for sure that was gonna take less than a minute. I thought that was gonna take a while, but instead we went from +6... We took 50,000 rune seals. We managed to enhance one rune from +6 to +7. Now, granted, we did get other runes, so that we can go to Sophia, probably. And this is the one that Sophia needs to enhance. And she at least got... So we upped 2 runes. With 50k rune seals, we were able to up 2 runes. We got this one to +6 for Sophia. And this one to +7 for... Jeez, that's terrible. So, once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, please say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And thank you again. I hope you have a great day.